Right folks, good morning, welcome back to the channel, and of course welcome back to part 2 of the Yorkshire Dales excursion, little adventure, which is all part of the ABR 12-month UK challenge. In the previous video, obviously you saw me leaving Settle. Today, the beginning of this journey, the first waypoint is Malham, which is in the Dales obviously, and then from there we're going to go to some little local areas around that neck of the woods. We're going to include Brimham Rocks, Bolton Abbey, some areas around Harrogate, and then finally conclude at Skipton. And as you've noticed, I've altered the or briefly changed the channel name from Planet GSA to 701 Adventure, just to see how it goes. There are a couple of other channels with that name, but none of them directly relate to owners of Husqvarna 701s, so I thought it was a more catchy title or a more catchy channel name, so we'll see how that goes. So please stay tuned, watch the video, and usual bits and bats. If you do, if you like it, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and please consider sharing it if you like it and you think others might like it too. Alright, let's get going. So as I said, I'm not too far from Malham, a couple of miles or so. I'm not quite sure how the sat-nav will navigate me around Malham. We shall just have to wait and see. Obviously you can do a bit of a circuit round it. We'll just see where it takes me. So it's a bit of an adventure for me as well. But again, this is a beautiful part of the country, and just an extension of what was on the previous video really. Some lovely areas around here. I mean, even Malham village itself, beautiful little area. There's a couple of pubs there at least that I'm aware of. I've eaten at one, never stayed at any of them, but I'm sure that the hospitality that they offer in regards to accommodation is just as good as the food and the drinks that they serve. Right, I'm anticipating it being extremely busy at Malham. Seems out it's such a nice day. This chap's letting me go, it's very kind. Give me a little wave. So this is a nice pub on the left, the Victoria. Looks reasonably busy. What time is it now? 12:30. So yeah, there'll be people just sort of ordering, won't they, for the lunch. I do consider myself lucky to have all this on my doorstep. I mean, this is probably maybe 40 minutes from my home address. It's nice when the weather's like this and you just fancy getting out on your bike and just relaxing. Quick blat up a dual carriageway through Keighley out towards Skipton, and here you are in the heart of the Dales. Yep, typically busy here at Malham. Car park on the right, which is getting filled up, and all these cars parked up here. Quite a few bikers there. Guys there that just thought it'd be okay just to stand in the middle of the road. Oh, poor little dog there in a little wheelchair thing. Yeah, if the camera can pick that up, quite a view up there. never actually walked down there. May have to do one day. At least I can see over the walls now. Let's see if I can get a photo of the bike here. Howdy do. Right, so that was the Falcon Inn. Just a quick beverage there because it's getting a bit warm. Right, which way do I go? Straight on up here, I think. Howdy do, howdy do. Bloody hell, very busy on there with bikers. Right, I don't recall what the next waypoint is. I'm sure I'll see a sign for it, which might ring a bell in a few moments. But this second half of the little tour, all the waypoints are in relatively close proximity to each other, unlike last week's. That's a nice view there. Up ahead, again the hillside, quite an expansive hillside. Tar. So half a mile and then I take a right, or a bare right, onto the B6160. Again, I still can't remember what this next waypoint is, but there'll probably be a sign there or something which will jog my memory. But yeah, so far beautiful day out, weather's staying good. A few dark clouds, ain't too bothered about that. I've got my rookie gear on, so that will keep me nice and dry if it does start to rain. If anything, I'm a bit warm at the moment, so keeping this sort of pace up, 40-ish miles an hour. It's a nice pleasant little breeze on my body. Right, what have we got? So it's saying Arncliffe back the way we come. So right here, Grassington and Skipton. Right, you're not supposed to park here, but I'm going to do, just briefly. I don't think I'm going to cause any major dramas. Right, there's a guy there rock climbing. That takes some guts to do that. See if I can get a picture of him. How do you do? Right, let's get out of here before he has an incident and blames it on me. There's somebody else there doing the same thing. Oh, and there as well. It's obviously a very popular rock face for climbers. Right, we take a left here. Grassington and Pateley Bridge. Ah yes, I think Pateley Bridge is the next waypoint. And back into the Nationals and we're away. They are beautiful roads, these. You can see why they're policed as heavily as they are, because there's a temptation, isn't there, if you get a bit carried away, just to go a bit daft on some of these roads. You know, you get the perception that they're quite quiet, but there's all sorts of things, hazards on them, isn't there? I like to ride my own ride, take it steady, but occasionally give it a bit of welly if it needs it. So the Clarendon and Hebden, Pateley Bridge, 8.5 miles. Right, just arrived at Stump Cross Caverns, so I just thought I'd get a photo here. Chance there to win a house for £10. £10 a ticket to win a £130,000 home. It's worth a gamble, isn't it? Right, off we go. So we're just going down, I think it was called Greenhow Hill. Loads of warning signs saying how steep it is, keeping low gear, usual bits and bats. So let's see how steep it is. Can't be any steeper than those on the hard knock, can it? I think somebody's burning the clutch out, unless it's the brake linings. There is a distinct smell. It'll be that van, won't it? This clutch is burning out. I recognise this place. Came here with Giles, an old workmate. Yeah, lovely views over there, if the camera can get that. Nice view if you're looking out your lounge window. This is a very isolated little road. Makes you wonder if it's just used mostly by the residents here who live up here. I mean, I've no idea where I'm going, I'm just following sat nav at the end of the day. But sometimes that's how you go off the beaten track. And you find some different routes which might be interesting. Certainly village life round here, isn't it? Very quiet. See if this guy will let me get past. It's possible he is doing. Can't. We're back onto a main road. Towards a place called Wath, W-A-T-H. Never heard of it. So there's some sort of water on my right hand side. I don't know whether that's a lake or a reservoir. It's quite vast. I think I have been on here before. I think there's a car park on the left hand side. I'm pretty sure it's where I did my some drone flying once. Some guy tried to tell me I couldn't fly a drone over the water, which was a bit bizarre. Welcome to Lofthouse, the slowest entry into a village ever. Up we go. So we're now heading towards Fearby. Looks like there's some large birds of prey there circling, maybe some kites. I know, my mistake, seagulls. Easily mistaken. And we're into the wilderness. So we get rid of one hazard, pedestrians, and now we've got sheep. God damn. Nice view though, that makes up for the sheep and all the other problems on the roads. That is a stunning view. I know the GoPro won't do it justice. It won't show the detail and the scale of it all. Which is why, if you're watching this video and you like what you see, you've got to make the effort and come and visit this area. Makes me laugh how some visitors to this area are fascinated by the sheep, taking pictures of them at the roadside. I mean, they are cute, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, there's a dog there in that Range Rover in front of me. It's virtually outside. That's getting some fresh air. I won't be happy with the dog leaning out that far. So what's this expanse of water then? It has come up on my sat nav, but I can't read it. It's too small. Nice bridge, very low water in it. That's a reservoir, isn't it? Yeah. Hardly any water left in there. Right, so I take a right here. Somewhere. Yeah, this one. Up this newly chipped road. Bloody marvellous. National speed limit. I don't think I'll be doing national speed limit on a newly chipped road. See if I can get a crafty photo here. Right, so left turn in here. Rumour Lane. Looks a very country lane. I like little roads like this. I know a few people that don't. Oh, this is a bit good. I thought we were going to go through somebody's farm then. Well, it does say farm, doesn't it? Rumour Farm. Well, folks, I hope, despite the fact that it's a bit drizzly and grey now, I hope you're still enjoying the video. Still got a few good waypoints to go to. We've got Bolton Abbey, Brimham Rocks, and certainly Skipton, because Skipton's the ending of this route, the last waypoint. Right, what does this say? Welcome to Nidderdale. I went into Nidderdale earlier, didn't I? So this must be my turning. Ah, here we go. Brimham Rocks. under 2 miles, folks, to Brimham Rocks. And I think there was a cafe here that I put in as a waypoint. I do love the freedom of this bike. It's so light, you can virtually just take it anywhere. I don't get intimidated any longer like I was starting to do with the GS or the K1600. You know, this bike is just so manoeuvrable that, like on gravel surfaces or tight, you know, narrow lanes where you might have to end up turning the bike round, just don't bother me, don't phase me out at all. Whereas the GS, beautiful as bike as it was problematic, certainly for me at points. Many years since I've been up to Brimham Rocks. I can recall a time when I did come up once, but that will have been at the very latest 2008, so that's 14 years ago. Can't remember coming up after that. We used to have a beautiful German Shepherd, Beth, Buster Beth as we called her, in here. We brought her up here once. Right, what have we got? We've got cars there, we've got no parking down there to the left. Pay and display, and I won't be paying and displaying. Not unless I'm forced. Right, I'm going to make a move. I'm not going to stay here. 29 miles to Skipton, so 29 miles left of this little adventure. It was suggested to me there that I had to pay to park, and no disrespect, I know this is a tourist attraction, but there's no way I'm paying to park here. I'm not even going to go and see how much it is. It'll be some stupid amount, probably a £5 or something. But anyway, this is Brimham Rocks, and there are some rocks there somewhere. Plenty of videos on Brimham Rocks if you'd like to have a look at them online. Right, take a right here. I might actually, yeah, I'll get a picture of the bike here, just to prove I've been. I don't know why some of these tourist attractions are so greedy and want you to pay to park. You know, it's like that in Cornwall. You go up to Scotland, you know, whether you go even like places at Loch Lomond, Glencoe, Skye, anywhere like that, the Isle of Skye, you can get parked up and it costs you nothing, zilch. I mean, what you've got to bear in mind is that, you know, it can be quite pricey, can't it, for people, for families to come out. You know, if parking's a £5 and then there's ice creams for everybody, and then there's admission charges into somewhere else, or they want something from a cafe, you know, it's a day to do out. Doesn't need to be. And you've got the golf balls over there. It's sort of 11 o'clock. That is Menwith Hill, am I right in that? I think it is, isn't it? One of the UK's early warning stations. It's very windy up here. Not sure if you're going to be able to hear me or not. I'm very close to there. I don't think I've been down this bit before. Not that close to the golf balls. Right, so I go straight on over here, on towards Harrogate and Otley. So it's all Ministry of Defence property on the left. In there, RAF Menwith Hill. parking anywhere around here, or they'll be on you like a ton of bricks. Right, so I take a right here onto the A59 towards Skipton. Right, they're turning lefts. They do have priority, but they might let me through. Ta. 15 miles to Skipton. First of all, we go to Blubberhouses. Oh, back into Nidderdale, area of outstanding natural beauty. Yes, I did once have the pleasure of entering Benworth Hill. That was an eye-opener. The security they've got in there, unbelievable. As you would expect, obviously, for the establishment that it is. I once did a sponsored cycle ride up here from my home address in Bradford. I can't remember all the different areas that I went through, but definitely went through places like Shipley, Bingley, out towards Skipton, and then we came along here, the A59, out towards Harrogate, Knaresborough, via Boroughbridge, or Boroughbridge via Knaresborough, whichever way around it is. And yeah, and then we came back, yeah, we did it because we did a big circuit, because we went out towards York and then headed back towards Leeds. So it was about 110 miles all in all. Did it with a chap I used to work with. Right, I'm stuck behind a load of traffic here. Not sure if I'll be able to get past a lot of it because it's quite busy in both directions. So I'll turn the camera off and I'll come back to you when I get a bit closer towards Bolton Abbey, which is in the Addingham area. Right, so we're still on the A59. It's always a slow moving road, this, because of the volume of traffic and the incline of the hill. You get some slow moving vehicles on it and they just struggle to get up it. But I just thought I'd turn the camera back on because it's not a bad little route, it's quite scenic. All the fern there to the left, and then open moorland. But yeah, very exposed here, very bleak. Should be able to get past a few cars hopefully here. Ooh. That's a very bumpy road there. There's a hell of a crosswind here, so I've just re-entered the Yorkshire Dales. Miles now we've done since we set off. I said it might be about 80, so I was a little bit out because we've still got Skipton to do obviously, but that's not far from here as the crow flies. So half a mile, take a right onto the B6160, and that will be hopefully towards Bolton Abbey. Bolton Abbey, this way. Right, so I'll just go around to the Abbey first, see if I can get a shot with the bike in the foreground and the Abbey in the background. I don't think I'm going to be able to do, am I? But let's have a look. You never know. Well, I might be lucky. It's a nice little archway. Big stately building there. Little turrets like a castle. Let's see what we can see down here. Yeah, we can see the Abbey there. What does that say? No barbecues or open fires. Doesn't say anything about motorbikes, does it? See if I can get a little crafty picture here. So back up to this roundabout, third exit, back onto the A59. Right, just arriving towards Skipton. A couple of miles away, that's all. So there you go folks, welcome to Skipton, a historic market town and gateway to the Dales. So this is the last waypoint of this final part 2 of the Yorkshire Dales ABR UK 12-month challenge for July. So there's quite a few little interesting things at Skipton. There's Castle, obviously, which it's well worth a visit around it. I've been around it once before, many years ago. Probably 20 years ago, to be fair, but it is worthwhile having a little browse around. We've got it looks like we've got a speed camera van there tucked away at the side, trying to be crafty. They never miss an opportunity, do they? Skipton itself, you've got the marketplace here certain days of the week, and your usual little sort of like outdoory shops, your camping shops, your walk-in shops. There's a really nice fish and chip shop here. There we go, MC Steam Railway to the right. Again, it's years since I've been there. So this on the right hand side is part of the castle grounds and the castle wall. Keep all the riffraff out years ago. I might even just try and get a photo of the bike in front of the castle. See if I can be cheeky and do that. I'm sure you shouldn't really. Take your bike up there. Where it says no parking, I think that's more advisory than compulsory.
Hello.
How do you do? Is there any chance you're taking a picture of me with bike in front of there? Yeah. Would that be alright? Thank you.
Give me 100 Russian rubles.
Yeah, no problems, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Good luck spending them.
Yeah. No, I need to pay my gas bill.
Alright, okay. I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, so there's always a way in there to get a photo. But no issues there. The guy didn't say anything to me. He was very friendly, even very helpful, and took a picture for me. So sometimes you just need to be cheeky. I wouldn't have obviously taken the bike up there if there'd have been a lot of pedestrians walking around. But as the castle's probably due to close very quickly or very soon, I didn't see it being a problem. Right folks, so I'm going to wrap the video up there. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, as usual, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and obviously hit the notification bell as well, so that you'll automatically be notified each time I put a new video out. I can assure you, all comments that are left, I do read them and I do respond to them. So, you know, don't think you're wasting your time leaving a comment. You're certainly not. Next month's challenge, August, is the Scottish Highlands, which I'm really looking forward to doing. I've always had a fascination with Scotland. I used to live in Scotland, as I've mentioned on some of my other videos, and certainly the Highlands, the areas that I'm going to be going to, which is going to be Applecross, Skye, that sort of neck of the woods, absolutely stunning. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you up here on the next video. Ta-ra for now then.